My heart and mind all day. I don't know what that means on CT, but whatever.
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
It doesn't make any sense. What's up, everyone? It's Nate here from Truly Daebak with another episode of the DaebakCast. This is episode 123. We'll just get to count. And it's
yeah,
easy.
that's easy. That's the only time we'll ever get to do that, by the way.
Yeah. Well, once we get to 1,234, we could do it again. So,
God, when would we hit 1,000 episodes? Not even joking. Like,
you get 50 episodes a year, so 20 years.
Oh God, if we're still doing this in 20 years,
well, no, it'd be like 20. Well, because we're 100, it'd be like 22 years. So,
oh my God,
get back to me when I'm 50 years old.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in my. Oh God, if I'm still listening to K-pop in my 40s, that's I don't know. We'll see about that.
You'll be the Augie of the group.
Yeah, well, I'll just be like the dude, like sitting like there in the back of like standing general admission. I'd be too old to like deal with like the nonsense of up front. I'll just still be there.
Yeah. You're not standing in the front or anything. Well, I don't know. People still do that. Whatever. Okay, after that tangent, if you don't know what the DaebakCast is, or Truly Daebak, we are a YouTube channel and podcast. DaebakCast is our podcast where we talk about K-pop and Korean entertainment culture. We put out parts like Monday through Thursday, and then full episodes on Friday. Parts only go up on YouTube. Full episodes go up on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcasts. If you like, subscribe, share. Apparently you click the bell, which is a thing that
that's actually a pretty important thing
we need to tell people to do. Yeah,
because sometimes if you our videos won't show up in your inbox or your feed, so if you want to see everything that we're doing, especially if you're following for specific shows like this or for Produce Cast, make sure to hit the bell icon so you will be notified every time a video drops. That's the easiest way to stay up to date. Either that or just our Discord updates like every time there's a new video release.
Yeah, so then, also if you enjoy the show, subscribe to us, follow us on iTunes or on Spotify, review us on iTunes, and of course join our Discord, where we're always hanging out, and it's mucho lit, as we say. There's a nice community there, where you can hang out. We do fun stuff like song ratings, where we yell at each other for liking bad music. We are doing a book club now. And we just hang out there and talk all the time. So if you want to talk to us casually about random stuff, join our Discord. And like Andrew said, we have a bot that posts our videos there. Anytime a new video goes up, it goes up in one of the channels. So it's another way you can keep up to date with our videos. Okay, Nate, like I said, as always, Jacob's not here like usual because he's at school. Next week, you won't have me, though, so he should be here. And if he isn't here, Andrew's doing a solo show.
Solo show. I don't know if I can do that.
No, you could. I don't know. You could probably bring on Cooper. Might do it for for help. Like,
sure.
I just think he don't. But yeah, I don't want to. Obviously, don't want to push him into that. But he might help, or maybe you can get like Sam or Baron on or something. But I'm joined by Andrew, who I've said his name several times and usually has three things.
So Memorial Day weekend was last week, and I found like the greatest invention I've possibly found at all in terms of food. So we went to this it's a Korean barbecue place, right? So like pretty standard Korean barbecue, you cook your stuff in front. It's Korean barbecue / like buffet. So basically you pay like $20-$25 flat fee, and then you can get however much like meat you want, and then just grill it.
Oh, okay. So like there's still grill at your table, but like the meat's just out in a buffet, and you can just grab stuff.
You just pay
that makes way more sense.
However much you want. Yeah.
Because when you said that it was Korean barbecue buffet, I like pictured like a buffet of grills, and you just took random meat off of the grill back to your table. I was like, that's weird. Like that doesn't make any sense. But okay, that makes way more sense.
I know that's incredible. I'm just because usually like $20-$25 is like one plate of like I don't know, just like I don't know, like pork belly or something like that. You just basically like you only get like one type of meat, but at least with this, you just get like a bunch of different types of meat. They have everything there too in terms of like what you can grill. They have like regular stuff that you don't like, regular like buffet items you don't need to grill as well. So
yeah.
Yeah, we should probably go there. We should probably go there during KCON. I mean, it's in the same. Remember the place we went, like the hot pot place we went to, literally in the same like sort of like complex. It's the same place. So
yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Number 2, there was a little mild controversy, or just like I don't know. It was a funny thing when they announced a little game called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. An interesting title considering there's a bunch of games already called Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so it's gonna be kind of confusing.
No, there isn't. There's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
And
there's no Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess it would have been confusing if they called it, because there's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 4. Yeah, it would have been confusing to find Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Plus, it's not a continuation of that trilogy.
Yeah, they just like screw it. We're just calling it Modern Warfare. So
makes sense.
It looked interesting though. I'm glad.
It looks
actually,
awesome. I'm really excited.
Again, as someone that literally like grew up playing COD 4 for hours and hours and hours and hours upon end, like seeing them go back to that would be pretty cool. Hopefully they do it well. I mean, I actually like, for as much crap as Infinity Ward got for like Infinite Warfare. Oh, I love that. I love that single player campaign. That was awesome. It's like freaking it was like, I don't know, like Star Trek in Call of Duty or whatever. So it was pretty cool. So hopefully they do something interesting with this. And I can't wait to like play with like actual guns again, instead of just like all this crazy like futuristic like auto snipers or whatever, all that crazy stuff that they've been doing lately in COD.
Yeah, I'm just excited for a single player campaign again.
Yeah, so, I missed it in Black Ops 4. I mean, I
only play Call of Duty for single player. I mean, I'm one of those weird people.
Like Black Ops 4 wasn't bad.
Black Ops 4.
Like even like in terms of multiplayer, just like with Blackout. But I mean, I still miss the single player. It's still probably the best part. Number 3, a little movie called Godzilla King of the Monsters came out this weekend. And oh my god, as a longtime Goji fan, it was everything I've wanted from an American Godzilla movie. Like just the music's done by Bear McCreary, very famous for his work on The Walking Dead, God of War, worked on that Angry Video Game Nerd movie. It's like a bunch of stuff. Like just he worked on Cloverfield, like really good composer, and he paid so much homage to like the history of Godzilla music and just like all these different like sound cues and everything. Like it was funny because all the articles were talking about, oh, you can't have a movie that's just like monsters fighting like it's WWE or something. I'm just like, that's all I want from a Godzilla movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the people want to watch.
Have you not paid attention to what they've been doing in Japan for the past like 60 years?
Yeah, literally everyone complained about the first one having not enough monsters and too many boring people parts. So like, of course that's like, they listen to people. So yeah, it was funny because it was funny because when you said that it was composed by Bear McCreary, I had just watched the God of War documentary, so like he was in that a lot. And then 2, I had never properly watched a Godzilla movie. I've probably seen like old ones on TV before yesterday, and then yesterday morning I watched the 2014 one, and then yesterday evening I went and saw the new one. So I ended up seeing 2 in one day yesterday. Nice. Yeah, they were good. I really liked. The first one was okay. I pretty much agree with all what I had read online. Like, the people parts sucked. The monster parts were cool. It was really, the cinematography was amazing. But like, yeah, just overall, like the people parts were just too like not really interesting enough. So then, yeah, the new one going in was way better because it was like 90% monsters fighting. So
oh my God,
like that's all I care. It was like 90% action.
Like if you told me like 3 or 4 years ago that we're gonna see like freaking Ghidorah and Rodan and freaking Mothra on a big screen with a Hollywood budget, like I'd think you're kidding. Like this is just, it's like it's really a dream come true for a lot of like Godzilla fans just to see like all these like crazy, like it's a giant moth, a 3-headed dragon, and like a fire dragon
Pterodactyl.
thing. like fire like who puts this stuff on in the Hollywood movies nowadays? The premise sounds so ridiculous. So I'm just happy that they give it the attention it deserved.
The one thing I was like saying to Egg in Discord, I was like, it'll kind of suck if Godzilla versus Kong is like the last one, because like I wish they could, or like I hope they could renew the contract without the exclusivity thing, because like I know you guys all say like Shin Godzilla is like the best Godzilla movie ever made or whatever, but because of that they can't make Japanese movies because of the contract right now.
Oh no, they can. They're working.
They just can't make them the same year.
Yeah, they can't make them the same year
or whatever. But like, yeah, it would be cool if they could just do it more simultaneously. But yeah, I want more. I hope like Godzilla vs Kong isn't the last one. I know they're doing like a whole, because obviously like they're doing a whole monster universe or whatever. Because Kong.
Yep.
Did you see that movie? Was it any good?
It was probably better than 2014 Godzilla, but I don't like it as much. I didn't like it as much as I loved King of the Monsters, though. So.
Yeah, that's not surprising. But yeah, I'll go watch that now. Hopefully the Godzilla versus Kong holds up. I know people are saying they think it's like Batman versus Superman, where really at the end they're gonna team up to fight like the real threat.
Yep. We'll see. Those are three things. Do I have anything else? Oh, just I guess a minor sort of like programming note. Since Nate's going to be on vacation next week, we won't be able to get to Produce Cast until the week after, so we're going to be a bit behind. But I mean, after that, I think we're going to be pretty much caught up. Essentially, it's just the 1 week.
Whoever commented the day episode 5 came out asking where the podcast was. It takes a little bit of time because first we have to wait for subs to come out, then we have to watch the episode, then we have to write up notes, and then we have to find time to record it. It's not like we can have an episode up as the episode of the show goes up.
It does take a while, especially for me. I wrote 16 pages of notes.
You have to take crazy notes or whatever.
So it'll take a while, but it'll come out soon. Don't worry.
Right. A week and a half or so, probably. Okay, that's it for the intros. That's probably a longer intro than normal, but whatever. We talked about Godzilla for a while. But let's get into the show. We'll go to topic 1, which is our review. So this is releases week, if you didn't know that going in. But like always, we have our first topic is a review, and that is NCT 127's new mini album, We Are Superhuman. Couldn't pass up an NCT review, obviously, especially with the hype that this single has going on with it, at least in our Discord. Even though it's been out for like a month or whatever, because they've been performing it in American shows.
It's a weird situation.
But I never watched any of those.
Yeah,
I waited for the music video to come out.
Yeah, I wanted to wait for the music video and like the whole proper release, but I'm pretty sure they've been performing it on like James Corden and like Good Morning America. Like it's one of those. We're in such a weird situation now with K-pop where they're premiering songs in the United States before it's even like showing up in Korea now, just because it's like everyone wants their like exclusive over here nowadays. Yeah. So,
but I assume they're promoting this, but I think it's nice because it works out, because then they can show the new song in America, but then they can still promote it in Korea, because like if they fully released it a month ago, they wouldn't have been able to promote it all like on music shows,
because they just so happen to be in the US for their tour, so they're just like screw it, we'll just show the new song, that sort of thing. I don't know if they performed it at their concert or not, but
I don't know about the concert. I know they've just been performing.
Because I mean, I haven't seen. I didn't see any fan cams yet, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they performed it there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the first song, which is "Highway to Heaven." And I thought there's a really cool mix of synths in the verses of the song. There's like guitar, there's like tropical sounding synth, and then there's like Eastern Asian instrumentals all mixing. And I thought it was really cool to hear. And then the chorus has that nice like chugging synth, and that like group vocals like gives it a bit of an 80s flair. So I just overall really like the song. Also, I wanted to point out in the intro, the vocals are just fantastic. Overall, this is one of NCT's 127's best songs, I think. It's really, really good.
It's in general, the vocals on this song are pretty much a highlight. And I agree. It has that. It has almost an Outrun vibe with like the synths that they got going on in the background. So that's gonna be a really big get for me, or just like a really big appealing factor for me. So yeah, it just is. Same thing, pretty much loved the song top to bottom. Just some of the best vocals I've heard from, just in general. Like all this album has incredible vocals. Because that's the thing, NCT 127 is usually known as the oh my god, they're the hype group. They're like the hype group. Yeah, they make really like hip hop like hype songs. They're not really known for necessarily for vocal showcases, whereas this entire album, almost everything is a vocal showcase.
Yeah. Ironically, they definitely toned down the hip hop and the rap sections for this album.
Cooper's notes. Cooper being our resident NCT 127 like crazy super fan, or just NCT fan in general. He said, "I first heard this at the concert last month. Oh wow, they're revealing songs." That's crazy. Oh, and yeah, Cooper said in his notes for Superhuman that they did perform it at the concert. So no surprise. That's crazy that they're doing all that stuff early. I first heard this at the concert last month. It completely blew me away, and it still does dozens of listens later. There's an MV for this? What?
Wait, really? I missed that.
Oh, whoops, missed that. Because he says, the MV is really simple, but I love the use of black and white with the desert landscapes. Okay, I'll have to look that up later.
Yeah, same.
Oops.
Next we have the title track, which is Superhuman. And this is 100% NCT doing a SHINee song. Literally everything oozes SHINee. It's got like funky electronic instrumentals. The group vocal chorus, like there's a weird instrumental section before the chorus. Just tons of crazy synths happening. It's very reminiscent of like Everybody. Or Married to the Music. Like just it's very, very much SHINee. And honestly, there's not much else to say. Like to me, SHINee is the best boy group in K-pop like history. And I think NCT did a good job recreating their style. So I loved every minute of it. As for the music video, amazing visuals. It really fits that like Superhuman vibe with all like the futuristic imagery and like they got like robots and that type of stuff. And the choreography is really, really good too. So overall, this was an amazing comeback.
Yeah. So before even, or when I first listened to this song, I was like, damn, it's really good. And then I looked up who produced it. It's produced by One Take and Tak. So aka Tak is one of my favorite like producers just in general, even outside of K-pop. But like he sort of made his name doing like if you look up on YouTube, like he has like millions and millions of views for his K-pop mashups that he did in like 2016 or something like that. Yeah, I remember he did like a bunch of those. He's done remixes for artists. He's done some production, but this is probably the biggest or the most high profile name that he and One Take have tackled in terms of just groups. And like it's got that like super like funky like SHINee style, which Tak just basically like he lives in this realm almost exclusively. It's so cool hearing, because at this point I'm so familiar with his production style when it comes to music. Like I love like he uses a lot of like chip tunes, like this type of like synths that he uses on the song. Just hearing it fits so well with NCT and this style of song. And just in general, this really is sort of like, this song is just a perfect summation of how NCT 127 as a group has really come into their own over the past year or so. Like between this and regular, just like they're really like firing on all cylinders as of late. It's just it's a far cry from me being like, I really don't give a shit about 127. I only care about you. They really are. I'm glad they're putting like the time and work into just putting like a lot of just detail and a lot more just creativity into 127. This is easily a Song of the Year candidate for me. Just right off the bat, like I don't. Yeah,
I think this is mini album of the year. We'll get to it, but
they're just in. I mean, like, we're noted SM stands, and I know, like, we have, like, high bar for SM, but, I mean, even stuff like this just really just blows me away still. Like, it's, like, this is as good as it gets, in all honesty. I hope that Tak gets more of a chance to produce for both NCT and other SM groups, just because, again, like this production style I feel is just so iconic and just so incredible. I hope more people like sort of recognize One Take and Talk's work. They actually they did another song this month that we'll get to in releases, but yeah, this is just, I mean, when I first heard this, like I didn't listen to the song until like earlier in the week, and just like the hype that everyone had up for it was sort of like worrying. But when I listened to it, it blew away my expectations completely. Just the music alone, not even getting into like the visuals or like the choreo. Like, granted, like most of the music video is just like the choreography anyway, but that's not a bad thing for me considering.
No, the choreo,
especially really considering this choreography is incredible. So, like, my favorite part of the choreography actually happens to be like, there's, you know, that sort of like little interlude before they hit the chorus. There's that part where they do like the sort of like subtle footwork where they're like sort of walking across, like kind of like moving across the stage. Yeah. That's so hard to do. Like, footwork's like learning how to dance over the past like 6 months or whatever. Like, footwork is honestly the hardest thing to get down perfectly, and the way that they're able to get their footwork so clean is, it's incredible. Also, there's just like there's like all these really cool like subtleties in their movements. Like they do like some like arm waves, like body rolls, that sort of thing. Like, again, there's just so much subtlety to the choreography that I really appreciate. I'd love to learn this, even though I'd probably die at it because it's so, you know, like NCT choreography is just super high level. But yeah, this is probably one of the best choreographies I've seen all year. Outfits are great. There's all this super crazy like hypebeast stuff. Yeah, music video like of like the sort of like visual elements. Yeah, it does have that futuristic vibe to it, just like super like outrun type of stuff. So this just like ticks all the boxes for me. I know, yeah, I've been really high on like singles lately. I don't know, just we've been getting a lot of good singles just in general. Like, this is a like kind of spoilers, but this is a 3.5 song immediately. Just like just like really like outstanding work from them. And yeah, just I'm surprised at how high I ended up being on NCT 127, despite not being like, again, we have the NCT 127, like the NCT 127 come to Jesus moment, but they've really blown it away over the past year. I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, they're doing fantastic. The Japanese releases and everything included. So yeah. Okay, let's move on to Fool. Oh wait, no, you got Cooper's.
Yep.
Cooper's notes.
Cooper's probably gonna Cooper wrote an entire paragraph for this, of course, because yeah, he saw it like a couple months ago. So, he says, "Woo! I also heard the song about 6 weeks ago or so when they performed it on GMA. Then I saw it performed at the concert, and it's just completely transformative. I never thought we would get something like this from NCT, but they blew it out of the park. The MV is their most ambitious yet. The way they blend the green screen and CGI with the music is next level. The choreography is some of their best as well. Without rambling on, I think this is in contention for song and MV of the year." So yeah, just Cooper's right there with us in terms of just how good this song is.
Yep. Okay, now we'll move on to Fool. I thought this was a cool take on like a loungy R&B song because the style of the instrumentals is what you'd expect, but they're like really staccato. And usually it's more like flowy for this type of song. The guitar added later brings it more like kind of what you'd expect. But it was just interesting to hear that more like staccato focus for this type of song. I thought the rap line was showing off this song, like, since the first two were more vocal focused. So they got their shining moment here for this album. Other than the only like really downside I had was like the talk rap bridge part thing, like that.
Really?
I wasn't a huge fan of
That's
it.
That's my favorite part of the song. What are you
really?
talking about?
I wasn't a huge fan of it. But overall, I love the song.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So.
I think it goes so well with, I guess, just the vibe of the song, just in general, and it kind of fits again with like how the rap line's sort of approaching their cadence, so to speak. Yeah, I do agree. Like the rap line definitely killed it on this song, especially. I feel like the way it interweaves with the instrumental that they got going on here. But yeah, again, just another song, even though it's kind of like rap focused or just like talking focused. The vocals during the chorus are just great as well. So just another like really good song off of this album so far. Cooper said it's a light, fun song to come after the epicness of Superhuman. I love the funky NCT a lot, so I hope their B-sides continue this type of sound. I agree. I feel like, yeah, this is really, because again, they kind of were just like going around like all over the place in terms of just like sound before, like they had a bit of an EXO sound at the beginning, and then they started going on to like stuff like Cherry Bomb. But I feel I do like this sort of like funky R&B sort of thing. It's kind of the best of both worlds in terms of just combining good vocal quality and just like still having hype song. Yeah, Superhuman, I guess, is just a good sort of middle ground in terms of those type of styles.
Yep. Next we have Jet Lag. And for me, Timeless is like one of my favorite NCT songs, and I really want NCT the ballad. So I pretty much never complain about NCT ballads. Like we said at the beginning, their vocals are amazing, even though like you think of NCT as more of like hype hip hop group.
Yeah.
Their vocalists are fantastic. And I thought it was really cool to like mix in the super prominent bass line. And then like it's almost like the snapping sound. It's almost like they have like keys in their hands when they're doing it. There's like a it's like a really like cool effect jingle of sound. Yeah, there's like a weird jingle added to the snaps, which it's like they're holding car keys or something. It's really cool sounding. But yeah, overall I think the piano part's great. I think the singing part's great. I think the rapping's great, and I really like it's something I talk about a lot for songs. I really like when songs slowly layer on more and more like parts to the music. It's why Hush by Miss A is one of my favorite songs of all time, is because the way that song starts, it's just them singing, and then they slowly add instrumentals. I love when songs do that. So I liked that the song did that as well.
It's kind of funny again how NCT as a group just became known for just mostly rapping and just type songs, when you kind of forget, like with this group, you kind of forget that they're under SM, and SM is literally known for like the quality of their vocalists. It's kind of like their sort of that's their calling card essentially.
Well, yeah, that's why when NCT was first announced, like it was crazy to hear SM was putting out a like hip hop focused boy group.
At this point it's just kind of like sort of become like synonymous at this point, so it's weird that it's sort of flipping the script in that way. But that being said, this song might be my favorite NCT like album track ever like released. Again, it's like you mentioned, like that instrumental is pretty simple. Like all you got going is like pretty much the bass line, the snapping, like the piano part, simple sort of drum track type of thing, but just the way that sort of it fits in with the vocals, especially during the chorus, once they do that like chorus vocal, like the harmonies and everything. It's just been ingrained into my psyche the past week. Like it's hard to forget this song at all. It's probably even more amazing live. So again, I'm just glad that they're showcasing more of this vocal talent, because it's always been there. It's just you never got to see it too much in the singles, just because they've always been like the super hype stuff. But I need more of this from NCT, just in general, not just 127. So
yeah, that's why I want NCT the ballad. It needs to happen.
NCT the ballad.
So just give me a whole album.
Yep.
Of it's combining all the great vocalists.
Cooper said, I also heard this at the concert. Love every NCT ballad.
Apparently
and this
they just played the whole album at the
they probably just played the whole freaking album. Like they just revealed the whole He could have done this review a month ago. He says, this doesn't disappoint, and the vocals are on point as usual.
Yep. Next we have Paper Plane. I thought this had a really cool, like, really good acoustic intro. I think the vocals and the beat just give off like that fun summer feeling. And there's my favorite part of the song is the pre-chorus. There's amazing vocals, and then the piano line follows the melody of the vocals. That part really stood out to me. And the chorus is a drop chorus, but overall I enjoyed it. It has a fun melody and it fits the song well. I mean, the track's like probably the most basic on the album, but it was still fun.
I was surprised at how much I ended up liking, because I usually kind of get sick of drop choruses, but yeah, again, the melody on this one is super catchy. And it fits perfectly with a song, so it's not egregious or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like how fun and upbeat this song is. Kind of reminds me of something like One Direction would do, or something just like that type of like super like upbeat boy group type of thing. So yeah, just cool change of pace. Again, surprisingly good, well written drop chorus. That it's super catchy. So yeah, I don't hate the song or skip the song at all. Whenever I was listening to the album.
Yeah.
Cooper mentioned, this reminds me of something that would be on their first mini album. It's super light and summery, a good closer at the They literally performed the whole. They literally performed the whole thing. Like literally every comment has like something with the concert.
Yep.
God, that just makes me more sad that we missed NCT.
Yeah.
Granted, again, we were in Korea and Japan, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well.
We had
Look, and you know they're coming back
better
next year.
things going
You know
on.
they're coming back. Like NCT is going to be a group that comes to the US like every year.
Oh yeah,
now, so.
yeah, definitely. And finally we have the outro. We are 127. And I love how creepy the synths are leading into the drop. And yeah, just overall, there's just some really awesome like sci-fi sounding like inspired synths. It was just a really cool outro.
Yeah, I just think I could already imagine how cool the choreography piece because this is gonna be like an awesome like concert like experience sort of thing. Just like I can already imagine like Mark and Taeyong just doing some crazy like choreography and shit for it. Again, we're always big fans of like intros and outros. I love how this outro incorporates parts of like Superhuman into it, has like these crazy like sound effects and everything going on in the background too, just super industrial sounding, very very much an NCT type of sound. So yeah, I really love this outro. Surprisingly, even though it's just like an instrumental sort of like mashup type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Cooper didn't give any notes on the outro.
Oh, okay.
I guess he did. He must have not seen it at the concert, or else he would have.
Yeah, he just did everything based off his concert. He didn't even listen to the album.
He didn't even listen to it.
Okay, then we'll get to our scores. And for me, I kind of spoiled it earlier, saying I think this is one of the mini albums of the year candidates. I gave this a 10 out of 10. I think all the songs on the album fantastic. I loved every single one of them. Like they blew me away at what they did to like mix it up, because it wasn't what you expected from an NCT album at all. There was no hype hip hop focused songs at all, really. So yeah, I just loved everything about it, and the music video was fantastic. Choreography was amazing. There's nothing wrong with this comeback at all. So I gave it a 10.
On my end, I gave it 9.5. Just slight points taken off of for album tracks. As much as I love like Fool and Paper Plane, obviously I don't feel like it deserved perfect marks necessarily. That being said, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite mini albums of the year. Definitely one of my favorite singles of the year. Yeah, I hope that NCT starts getting more popular in Korea, just because it's one of my biggest complaints just in general with K-pop is that it's so much of like the same like generic sounding, or everyone's trying to copy like one of like 2 or 3 groups essentially. Like everyone's trying to be the next BTS, everyone's trying to be the next EXO sort of thing. NCT really is on the sort of cutting edge or bleeding edge almost of
the
boy group
neo culture technology.
Yep. And I mean, like, yeah, as stupid of a sounding or like weird of a sounding of a concept as NCT is, I really do appreciate the fact that they're always willing to sort of push the envelope or do things or change it up all the time. I really, again, I always talk about seeing progression in an artist's music, and there is such a clear progression in their line of work that I love to see. So yeah, like as weird as it is, just like say like at this point, like NCT 127 or NCT is just probably one of my favorite like boy groups in general. I'll have to live with that since like EXO's gone, and EXO's probably like my ultimate. But like, I mean, yeah, they more than live up to the legacy of SM's like numerous boy groups, and I feel like yeah I don't feel like they're necessarily an imitation of any of them necessarily, especially something like this is just super off the wall in terms of just something an SM group or SM artist would put out. So yeah, I love the trajectory that they've been on so far. Hopefully they do gain more steam in Korea, because I feel like more people need to recognize just how good this group is. So yeah, that's for me, that would be a 9.5 out of 10. Yep. I guess you can read Jacob's notes and then I'll read Cooper's.
Yeah. Yep. So Jacob just did a summary, and he said the album starts out with two of NCT's strongest tracks ever, in the super fun and energetic Highway to Heaven and Superhuman. The Eastern-sounding synths in Highway to Heaven are reminiscent of Ten's Dream in a Dream, as well as the super effective layered group vocals in the chorus really make the song shine. As for Superhuman, I think this is for sure 127's strongest title track since Cherry Bomb. I love the Yeah Superhuman intro. It's super fun, as well as the deep, punchy bass line throughout the song. The song also reminds me of Gravity, which was my favorite track from EXO's Don't Mess Up My Tempo album. The MV was really nice as well. Fool was a nice hip-hop track that flexes the rap line's muscles decently well and has a nice, almost Punchinello style beat. The piano intro and Jet Lag deadass made me think Energetic by 101 started playing on accident. Overall, it's another really nice track with awesome group vocals and bass lines. Paper Plane is probably the most basic of the tracks on the album, but that isn't really saying much because the album is really great. The beat drop is super fun and punchy. The verses are the only part that could really be more interesting for me. Lastly, the outro was a pretty interesting ending to the album in that it does a lot of stuff using their vocals within the sound space, but was a little heavy on the dubstep for my taste. Overall, this was a fantastic EP, and he gave the music a 6.5 out of 7 and the concept a 2.5 out of 7, he said. A 2.5 out of 3. So he gave a 9 out of 10 overall.
9 out of 10. So Cooper's overall summary says, this is one of my favorite mini albums of the year, which isn't surprising. Bless you, which isn't surprising, but I really appreciate they change their sound up so often. It's why they continue to be my alt group, and that's not an understatement. Cooper freaking knows every single member of NCT. I probably can't even name like 5 members of 127. In all honesty, there's just so many of them. I'm sorry, but
well,
like I love their music
Johnny,
so much.
Taeyong, Doyoung, Win, kind of. So there you go. I got 5 of them.
So he gave it a 6.5 out of 7 for music, a 3 out of 3 for concept, for a 9.5. So that
is 9.5.
Yeah, and average is 9.5. Definitely one of our highest rated albums of the year. I've been giving a lot of high ratings lately. I don't know. I just feel like maybe there's just been a lot of good stuff like for the past couple of months. So we've
been reviewing some really good stuff.
Yeah,
lately.
So. Yeah, I'm really.
The beginning, considering the trash we had to deal with at the beginning of the year with Momoland and stuff. Like. Yeah,
2019 really is kicking it into high gear. So, what are your thoughts on NCT 127? Do you like this new type of sound from NCT with Superhuman? Do you want them to go back to more hip hop stuff? Did you see every single song in concert? Like, because apparently everyone else did.
Cooper did.
Let us know what your thoughts are on NCT and the songs in the comments below.
Yep. Okay, moving on to topic 2, which is releases of May 2019 part 1. So it's our favorite K-pop songs of May 2019 part 1.
Some favorites, one really bad one.
We say favorites because that we need a blanket statement. Every once in a while, we throw in like some random garbage that we want to call out for being really bad. So not everything's our favorite, but that's just our blanket statement of notable K-pop songs, maybe. Mm-hmm. But we've already changed the name of this like 4 times. So
yeah, we're just stick with favorites. Stick with favorites. That's good enough for me.
It's our favorites. It's just every once in a while we're like, this one needs to be pointed out for being really bad. And as always, before we get to the actual list of songs we want to talk about, we will go over what we reviewed in the past from this month, and then also what we are reviewing in the future from this month, so that you don't question why we're not talking about certain songs. And so we reviewed Ace's Undercover. We're going to review Cold's Love Part 1. And we've reviewed EXID's We, Katie's Log, NCT 127's We Are Superhuman, Oh My Girl's The 5th Season, Taeyeon's Voice, Wavy's Takeoff, and Winner's We. So if you're wondering why none of those songs are getting called out, or the singles from those albums are getting called out, go check out our reviews. Moving on to the actual list of releases, we are starting off with Arby's, Present to You from the Dating Class OST.
So
it's Abri, by the way. It's not Arby's, but we just call them Arby because Arby's.
Yep. So Abri, a female vocalist kind of focus group that we've covered a while, a lot on here on the releases. So yeah, the song is good. I just mostly wanted to focus on what is it, like Dating Class or whatever is the name of
Dating Class is the name of the.
So it's like a web drama that stars Chu from Luna and Giri from His Nine. So as if that didn't like bring up like the hype value enough as it is, they're just like two of my freaking biases from two of my like favorite groups in a drama together. It just sounds incredible. And from what I've seen, like watching the music video and from what I've seen of the clips, it just seems like Chu's not even acting. She's just Chu. She's really just Chu in this. It seems like in this drama. So I should probably check it out at some point. And it just makes me excited for Abri in general, just because like it's gonna bring a lot of eyes onto Chu and Gyuri are gonna bring a lot of eyes onto the drama, and so hopefully it helps expose them in terms of their music, because Abri is just really great in terms of vocals, so hopefully they can get a bit more popular off of this. Yeah,
they're a really good vocal group. So check out their stuff if you're into like Davichi or just like
Mamamoo,
OST,
like really good vocal
groups. Yep. Next we have Asol, our best friend, digital single Fade Away. And how did Asol get the aliens from Arrival to feature in her song? Because that's exactly what the instant I heard this song, I was like, that sounds like the aliens from Arrival are the instrumentals. Also go watch that movie if you've never seen it. It's really good. But no, yeah, it's a weird, just chill electronic Asol track. It was good. Always love him.
Yep. Obviously a really big fan of her music, which is why we keep covering it all the time.
Yep.
Specifically, I love like sort of the experimental nature that Asol gets into her songs, and like the drum track or like the synthesis that she uses on here are just crazy off the wall instrumental. So I like this side of Asol. So I really I like this song a lot. And just in general, it might be my second favorite next to the one song we covered a while back. Like the very first song that
I never remember the names of the songs.
Always With You.
I just listened to the albums. So
yeah, Always With You was just an incredible song that we covered last year. So if you go check that out, if you like this type of like experimental, like indie type of music.
Yeah. Next we have Barry Good's mini album Fantastic with the single OO. You want to go first and then I'll read Cooper's.
So I've been kind of like hit or miss with Barry Good. I don't know, it's just like
I mean that's their MO.
Yeah, they're just
hit or miss.
Yeah, they are a very just in general hit or miss group. So this in general, it's kind of generic sounding, but I like that better than I don't know, just like I just like the overall vibe of this song a lot better than how much I liked their last single, just in retrospect, because their last single was like about 70% of it was mostly the music video kind of like annoyed me, because like 70% of me, yes, it's just gratuitous Johyun ass shots. And I'm just like, okay, at least this music video is a lot more tame and like,
even though it's
palatable.
Really low budget.
Yeah, really low budget. I kind of feel bad. I mean, hey, it's not as bad as that one music video that they did. Where
it's not. It's like, not as bad as Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
Yeah,
but yeah, it like you said, it's a generic song, but it's not a bad song. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything else? Or you want me to move to Cooper's?
No, you can go to Cooper's.
Okay. Cooper said this song Mini is actually super solid. Looks like it could be the last thing they release though.
No.
They apparently like the first day sales for this album was like 63. Like 63 copies were sold. So yeah, they're probably done.
I
would not expect to. And also their leader left.
Wait, what?
So one of them left. The leader.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't. Was that last year or this year? Or
no, like last week.
So wait, after this music video, or like after this music video came out?
I don't know if it was before or after. I'm not sure. Unless I'm getting them mixed up with a different group. I'm pretty sure the leader left. Let me double check this real quick. Teha announced her contract expired and will no longer be part of the group.
That might be a canary in a coal mine situation in all honesty.
Okay. Okay, they released their third mini album, Fantastic, May 25th, 2019, as a 5-member group with Daye resting due to health issues. They started comeback promotions on that same day on Show Music Core, but 2 days later, she left. So she's on this album, and then 2 days into comeback promotions, she left. So very good. Thereby discontinued the album's promotional activities.
Damn, that's why
it's done.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm sorry. I like that one single from Very Good. I don't believe.
If the album sold 63 copies and then they stopped promoting, so they're never going to sell anymore, and their leader left, it's done.
That sucks. But I mean,
on that honestly, depressing note.
Yeah, on that depressing note. I mean, Johyun's going to be she's going to survive. She's hot, so they'll find something to do for her.
Oh, she'll probably just become a streamer.
Yeah, or a model.
That's what they all do. Yeah, or a model.
Stream.
Okay, next we have Big One's digital single Too Much featuring Penomeko, produced by Gray.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of people I love on here. Gray and freaking Penomeko, so obviously I'm going to talk about it. That being said, because I'm usually kind of averse to the sort of autotune type of thing, or I get kind of tired of the autotune hip hop type of thing, but this is pretty good. Mostly just because, probably Gray knows how to put a good beat behind this type of sound, so it wasn't too obnoxious. Also, Penomeko is just awesome when he does feature verses, so yeah, just the overall great song for me.
Yeah. Next we have Bolsa, or Bolbogansa's Japanese mini album Red Planet, the Japanese edition, with the song Galaxy. So Japanese version of their
of Galaxy,
the song that they got them super popular.
Yeah, this is their song essentially. I'm just kind of surprised it took them this long to do Japanese music, considering just how popular they are, just over in Korea. So I'm pretty sure some people know who they are in Japan.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty good with the Japanese pronunciation. I freaking love this music video because it's just Bulbagansa just acting stupid as they do in their music videos. This one part of this song is just Ji-young's just doing that thing that the doctor does when they hit your knee, and then she's just trying to hit her even harder and harder and harder, just Ji-young covers her knees after a certain point. Really funny music video. So I hope they do well in Japan.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Next we have Burster's single album Barriers.
Oh, this song was dope. So it's this crazy freaking melodic hardcore song. And granted, I've heard the name Bursters before. I think Kay on our Discord mentions them a lot. I just never got around to listening to them, and I kind of regret it now just because this song goes in surprisingly. I guess you don't really hear most when you hear kind of Korean band or Korean rock group, you're thinking indie,
think
or
idol
band. Idol band type thing.
Idol band or indie, yeah.
And this guy is just doing he's doing unclean vocals, he's doing clean vocals and everything. This is the under oath of freaking Korean
yeah, I was gonna say it's a Korean day to remember.
Yeah, just and that stuff in terms of hardcore music, A Day to Remember, Silverstein, whatchamacallit, Hawthorne Heights, we mentioned, Under Oath. It's all melodic hardcore is easily my favorite. So just it reminded me so much of that type of stuff. So if you're into any of those bands, go listen to this song. It's so good.
Next we have Bavindit, or Bandit, his digital single Dramatic. For me, it's another solid release from them. I loved Hocus Pocus. I love this. I think just overall, I like M&H's style. They definitely, their producers have a style. This is both of Bandit's songs are something you could see Chungha doing. So it's cool to just have a group that's doing Chungha style music, and they're doing it really well, in my opinion.
I liked it, or I don't. I'm kind of back and forth on whether or not I like this better than Hocus Pocus. Some parts of this song I do like better than Hocus Pocus, but I think Hocus Pocus still has a catchier chorus necessarily, or just like I like the vocals on the chorus for Hocus Pocus better than this, but I love the instrumental part of this. It's just, again, they really kill it with like this type of like vibe. This song, like they do like Bandits between like Hocus Pocus and this song, they do have that sort of I guess just sort of like, I don't know, like weird, like Moombahton tropical type of vibe going to them. This really goes in on towards that like almost G-Idol type of sound, but
yeah, definitely.
They really do it well. I don't know why they only did a choreography video for this and not just like a proper music video, but I mean the choreography is pretty good still. So
yeah.
I'm they're one of the groups that I was kind of hoping maybe go to KCON or maybe that we'll see at MTV the show.
Yeah,
I'm sad they didn't end up going, especially because they freaking
M&H
like needs like all the exposure they can get, and they just Chungha goes to KCON all the time, so I thought they would be they're kind of like perfect fit for like a new group that can't tour on their own but would need exposure in America type of vibe. So.
I could see them coming next year when they have a little bit more music.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I definitely want to see them. Also, someone, please, for the love of God, sub the Idol Room episode with Chungha and Bandit, because I really want to watch it, but there's still no subs. It's been out for like a month.
You'd think Chungha would be popular enough to get subs.
Exactly, I figured like someone, like some Chungha fan would sub it.
Yeah,
but
someone has to do it.
I don't know. Maybe there's, because it's weird. It's like it's Chungha and Bandit, and then it's one of the dudes from Coyote, like the really old like 90s group, and then I think like Dream Note. So it's like a more established member from a company, and then like their new girl group basically. So maybe people aren't doing it because it's not entirely focused on Chungha and Bandit. But I don't know. I don't care. Like, someone sub it, please.
Yeah.
And Cooper said, I wasn't big on Hocus Pocus or this when it came out, but I'm now obsessed with this song. I know it's grown on some people in Discord. Baron's been talking about it a lot and listening to it a lot. Okay, next we have Chancellor's digital single Angel featuring Taeyeon from SNSD, if you've ever heard of her. This is super smooth, like just chill duet, and it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect from a Chancellor and Tae duet, and it's fantastic.
Tae's just everywhere this month. She has a feature with Chancellor. She has another thing with like Yoon Jung-shin that we'll cover later. She has a Japanese album just all in 1 month, so she's staying pretty busy lately. It's filmed in that same like abandoned building that they filmed Kim Lip Eclipse, Stray Kids Elevator, that one song by Minso that both you and Umu love.
Yeah, God, why can't I think of the name of that song right now?
I forget, but like,
yeah, I
don't know. Yeah, this building is just like we need to. It's probably in some like random place, like in the middle of nowhere that we can't visit. But that'd be cool to see like a good like a pilgrimage, or like just see where this location is, because I'm interested at this point. Yeah, Chancellor has a good voice. I've heard that when he featured on the Giselle single that we covered a couple months back. Taeyeon, obviously, she kills this type of music, so really good choice of feature.
Yep. Next we have Cherry Bullet's single album Love Adventure with the single Really Really, a cover of the Winner song.
I kind of regret saying that I had like problems with Q&A back in the day. Like,
I 100% regret saying that, because I love that song now. I mean, it's grown on me so much.
I liked most of the song, but I still had a problem with that weird of like friggin' like interlude before you hit the chorus. That stupid
the
like
pre-chorus
random,
was really jarring, but you
Yeah.
kind of just get used to it. And yeah, the rest of the song's so good. I'm in the same boat. That song grew on me a ton.
I'd rather have, because I still prefer Q&A like miles above Really Really, because this song is just it's a huge step back for them. Unfortunately, it feels like. I mean, again, I love that they've sort of developed a visual style and sort of aesthetic that's unique to them. Just like all this like video game and like sort of 8-bit inspired type of thing, but. Yeah, no, like it's funny because like the music is probably the worst part of the song, because even the choreography isn't that bad. It's just this song is super generic, and I'm just like,
it's really generic.
I want so much out of Cherry Bullet, and this isn't it. And like Cooper goes into it even further, and because I didn't have a chance to listen to the album yet, I probably should go back, because he says it's the weakest. So it's the weakest on the entire album, apparently.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat basically. Like I really like, or I hated on Q&A more than I should have, and it's grown on me a ton, and I love it. So yeah, when this came back, like I don't hate the song, but it's so generic. It doesn't stand out in any way at all, really. So yeah, Cooper said this is easily weakest on the album. Really don't know what FNC is doing with them. They've mentioned they want to be the nation's girl group. They won't get there with songs like these.
They're not going to get anything close to that. I'm sorry.
No, this song has been out for like 12 days and it has 100,000 views.
No, it has 1.7 on 1TheK. The thing is though,
FNC's.
like what, Q&A came out in the beginning of the year and it already had 7 million. It's not going to hit that metric, unfortunately.
Yeah, the song's nowhere near.
Yeah, that's a huge fall off for them, unfortunately. So go back to the drawing board, FNC. Please.
Yeah.
They deserve better than this. Don't AOA them, please.
Yeah. Especially because AOA is basically dead at this point.
Yep.
So, okay, moving on to Clara C's digital single Bow Boo. I never know how to pronounce French words.
Bow?
What is it? How do you Bow? Yeah, it's Bow. Okay, that's right. Bow.
So Clara C is someone that I've been listening to for the better part of a decade. I forget, you weren't on the episode when we last covered her music. She's a Korean American sort of. She started off as a YouTube. When that whole like Asian American YouTube singer thing blew up, she was one of those people right up there with like Kina Grannis and the rest of them. Yeah. So I'm glad that we get to cover her music on here, just because I love her voice. I'm glad. Like, I didn't know she could sing in French because her French is incredible. Hopefully, I'll just show Jacob this song because he probably knows better than that than I do. Just honestly, one of my favorite vocalists in all of music. Just so perfectly fit for these type of R&B songs. Just the raspiness in her voice is just something that's stuck with me all these years. So really, if you haven't checked out Clara C, check out her music, check out her older albums when she was doing stuff like on her own in America. I'm just glad that she's still making music after all these years because it's incredible, her voice.
Yeah. Next we have CLC's digital single Me. This is Hate 2.0 and a return to form for CLC for me. I loved it, every minute of it. Granted, overall, I don't hate No. I just didn't like the No part. So like I've never really stopped liking CLC, but no, yeah, this was fantastic, and I'm upset that it's just a single.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're just getting like singles, or granted they did have a mini album last time, so but yeah, it's just they're barely getting. Or I'm just glad that they're getting work when considering they didn't exist for the better part of a year and a half. I don't know, I'm kind of in a weird spot with this song where I liked where it was going up until the drop. I know the drop's kind of the focus of the song. Drop? I don't know. I don't think it. I kind of don't think it needed it. Hate? I love Hate. It's just in this case, I loved where the song was going melodically. That I felt like the drop kind of like came out of left field.
Yeah, it does come out of nowhere.
Yeah. And this song is already like leagues better than No, because they're like Yen's voice is actually tolerable in this song. Like it's like, again, like our biggest problem with No is just like no, like like over and over and over and over again. So
No part.
Yeah, this is way better. Choreography looks great. I love the styling. I love Soren's hair especially. I love like they finally got Soren's hair down after all these years. So I'm glad that they're not messing it up. The kind of funny thing is, it kind of feels like CLC's been on a better track musically than G-Idol is. Because in all honesty, I still don't like Senorita. I'd probably consider
Senorita
this.
I like now.
It'd probably be like, Senorita is better than No, but Me is better than Senorita.
This is definitely better than Senorita.
Yeah, like.
But this is like 10 out of 10 for me, so. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay, Cooper said, this is straight 4-minute hate clone and I love every second of it. Cooper's on the same boat as me.
Yep.
Next we have D Crunch with the mini album MO527 and the song Are You Ready? And Cooper's notes are, this group has legit the worst member names in K-pop. There's 4 members with Hyun in their name.
Oh god.
Song is okay. All their album tracks are better than the single though. So if you want to listen to a random new guy group that Cooper recommends, listen to D Crunch's new album, but skip the single because apparently single's not great. After that, we have Davichi's digital single Unspoken Words.
I mean, we've covered Avicii before, but I usually just like kind of skip it because a lot of their ballads are the same. This one's surprisingly good ballad, though.
Yeah, well, they're all good ballads.
They're all good ballads. It's just this one's actually kind of worth
ballads.
talking. Yeah, this one's just kind of actually worth talking about, though, just in terms of like the harmonies and everything. So yeah, Davici's just been killing it. So
yeah. Next, we have Drunken Tiger from their old full-length album we talked about last year. They put out a music video for I Love You Too featuring Yumi Ray.
Oh, I love this. Well, both. I love hearing Yumi Ray sing. Tur and Tiger just work well off each other. It's a cute music video. They're in like their wedding outfits type of thing. God, how long have they been married now?
I'm not sure. A long time.
A long time already. I mean, they have a kid and everything, so yeah, it must be like their anniversary or something.
Yeah. Next we have Eric Nam's digital single Runaway.
Eric Nam, also known as the stealer of podcast titles, because we started the day. We are the only, at one point we were the only podcast that had Daebak in it, or the only YouTube channel that had Daebak in it, or the most popular YouTube channel that had Daebak in it.
We have more views than he does, so, on YouTube.
No, I'm sure he gets a lot of.
On YouTube,
he has a podcast called K-pop Daebak. He got it. So yeah, he's basically just covering K-pop type of music. Go check it out. Eric Nam's a good guy. Yep.
They were married in June 2007. So
damn, they've been married for 12 years. That's crazy. I mean, not really, like, considering how old they are, but like that's cool. Anyway, back to Eric Nam. I actually like this song. Right, I'm usually a fan of Eric Nam singles, so this is just a lot more of that.
Yeah. Next we have EXID's from the mini album We. They put out a song or a music video for this B-side We Are.
Apparently this was supposed to be the actual like title of the title
really?
track. Somebody commented on our review saying that We Are was supposed to be the title track of the song, but they're too emotional about the song, so they couldn't really like do a performance of it. This song is essentially a goodbye song. Like, it really is a goodbye song. Like, if you really think about it, and looking at this music video, it all but confirms that this is a goodbye single or goodbye song for EXID, because they're just friggin' crying like crazy when they're singing this.
Yeah, it's a reminiscent concert clip music video while they sing it live.
They're not officially dead, but they're dead. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're gone. They're not coming back.
As much as it hurts,
every group
this is
that says that,
the writing's on the wall at this point.
Yeah. Every group that says, "Oh, we're not disbanding, we're just leaving the company, we'll still come back," they're never coming back. Like, don't believe it. It's like, it's not gonna happen. It never does. Cooper said, one of their best songs and their real goodbye single. I truly believe we will see them as 5 again, but if we don't, this is the perfect way to end things.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just too burned by hearing that nonsense that I just
exactly.
I don't want to get my hopes up.
The only one that I'm holding out hope for is SNSD.
Oh, SNSD will do it because they have.
I think they will. Yeah.
So she has the power to break.
Yeah.
Like label or contract.
Exactly. Their bond.
Yeah.
Is stronger than anything.
So she is beyond SM at this point. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
If they have to do it on their own, they'll do it on their own.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that'll happen. But every other group, I don't believe. Speaking of another group that disbanded and said they didn't really disband.
This is the dead group section.
We have Eunjung from Tiara released the Japanese mini album Desire.
Yeah, her debut debut solo in Japan, and I thought it was gonna be like, when you think, I don't know, you think it'd be like, oh, okay, Japanese debut from a Tiara member. Tiara's super popular. They're probably gonna do some type of ballad. Nope, it's like a straight up like J-rock anime vibe type song. She kills it in this though. I really love this song. Granted, most J-rock songs sound like anime songs, but this one specifically really sounds like an anime song. It has like a sick guitar solo, like an amazing vocals from Eunjung. straight up sounds like a song for like, I don't know, like a hype anime, like a SAO or a Gurren Lagann or something like that. So Jacob should probably listen to this.
Yeah, definitely. Next, we have Giant Pink's digital single Tuesday Over Monday featuring Yeri from Red Velvet. I thought this was a great duet. I really like their contrasting vocal styles. It makes the song sound amazing. It's really cool, like a feature that came out of nowhere too. Like you wouldn't think Yeri
and Giant Pink
would be featuring on a Giant Pink song. Yeah,
this is surprisingly like tame for a Giant Pink. She goes like the song she put out earlier in the month is just super hype. And yeah, this is a lot more in line with just like a chill, like hip hop type of vibe. So still love her voice. Super unique. Yeri's perfect choice for the hook on this song. So really good collab.
And Cooper said Yeri and Giant Pink's voices contrast amazingly here, and the music video is really good. Pretty much agrees with us. And finally, for part 1, we have Gary Boy's digital single Traffic Control featuring Haze.
And again, another sort of surprisingly tame song from a rapper. Like Gary Boy is usually pretty hype, but he does some singing on this track. Pretty good, actually. Perfect choice to have Haze on this song because it fits really well with just like how mellow the song is. So yeah, surprisingly good from Gary Boy.
Yep. Okay, we will move on to topic 3, which is favorite K-pop songs of May 2019, part 2.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Yep.
Okay, starting us off on this part, we've got GOT7 with their off of their mini album Spinning Top Between Security and Insecurity, their lead single.
Ridiculous name.
Eclipse. Yeah, it's a crazy ass name. Like I thought it was just called Spinning Top. I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was a subtitle. Yeah, because they just called it Spinning Top.
Insanely long.
Yeah, they just called it Spinning Top like every time I've seen it. So yeah, just crazy. I don't know. This song is kind of like a hit or like a weird sort of situation for me. Like it should be like it should be a slam dunk because like there's some parts of it that are just like crazy like feature based elements of it, but I don't know. I feel like the chorus I feel like is where I kind of feel let down from this song. Just it didn't go as hard as I expected it to necessarily. Just because the rest of the song has those really cool feature based elements to it that I wish they sort of incorporated in more parts of the song, but. At least the choreography and the music video look cool.
Yeah, I really like the song, actually. I really like the synth build during the chorus. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Like, I can see how some people would think this song wasn't interesting enough. Or, like, maybe, it was a little too generic. But overall, I liked it.
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't need 100% hype from GOT7 necessarily, but I do like if you're seeking in feature base, like, you kind of have to go in on the chorus, so... Yeah. I didn't have a chance to listen to the rest of the album though, but I'm sure it's good. GOT7's always good. Next, we're on to a not good song from the artist Groby off their debut mini album entitled Let It, with the title track also known as Let It. And this might be some of the worst vocals I've ever heard on a K-pop song.
From the internet.
Let it be deleted off the internet. Oh Lord.
It's funny that you mark this as a negative, because, like, I never mark songs as negatives, and I almost marked this as negative. Because, I mean... Before you even filled in the sheet, I was like, it's not even, like, the vocals are really bad, but on top of it, it sounds like they recorded it in a closet. Like, the quality, sound quality of their vocals, on top of the vocals being bad, just the recording is... so low quality. It's so bad. Like,
you know those clips from Produce 101 when they show people like messing up the notes in practice? Like, think that, but somebody actually recorded it on a song. Like, that's the only way I can describe this. And I know it's really harsh, good. But like, even for pop music, there's some semblance of expectation that the vocals are going to be somewhat tolerable, but like the high note here is just. I feel bad though because they disabled the comments, which means they probably got a lot of shit for this song.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they did. It was like 4,000 views. They only have 150 subs.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's like all the Reddit comments are like, the top comment is, "It's not abhorrent, just pretty rough."
I'm sorry. This is very abhorrent. Yeah.
Whoever did post-production just took the money and ran, apparently.
Oh no, I feel bad.
Yeah, hate to be that guy, but wow, that was tragic. It's not at all good, but maybe they'll grow into it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like they got like 2/3 of it. Like the choreography is tolerable and the visual, like the music video, is serviceable. But yeah, the vocals are unacceptable. So if you really want to check it out, if you want to expose yourself to this, this wonderful song, please go check it out. And
pretty much all of the Reddit comments are talking about how bad the production is.
Please,
it's not good.
Indulge in our pain. Onto an actual good song from Hyorin. She released a digital single entitled "You Know Better." As a big fan of Hyorin and her voice, just really nice vocals from her. Kind of didn't need that like EDM drop in the middle or like towards that part of the chorus. Like I don't know, the song was doing fine without it. Just their vocals on her own. So I mean, didn't ruin the song entirely, but yeah, just minor gripe.
Yeah, I really like the song. I like overall, I don't hate her other stuff that she's been doing solo recently, but it's been very focused on choreography, and trying to do like crazy, like super sexy, like shocking choreography. And to me, I think because of that, the like songs themselves have been suffering a little bit.
Yeah.
Where this 100% focuses on her amazing vocal talent that she hasn't really been showing much. And so yeah, I loved this so much because I mean, if you think about it, for me, I listen to my music in my car. So choreography doesn't really help me like the song at all because I'm never gonna like, I'll watch the music video maybe once or twice, or maybe live stages, but after that, it needs to be a good song because I listen to music in my car. So if it's not, the song itself isn't interesting, like choreography won't help.
And I mean, for as popular as Sistar were for like their visual and their choreography, I mean,
Hyorin was known for being an insanely good vocalist.
Yeah. All of them are pretty much.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, exactly.
All of them are insanely good vocalists. So yeah, I don't mind when they focus on that.
Yep.
Next up, we've got an artist named It's. So that's going to be a nightmare looking for.
It's Itsy and Is.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare looking for in search results.
Oh yeah, it's like favorite or hashtag.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite new girl groups recently, but yeah, they're impossible to search for.
So she put out a digital single entitled "Don't Be Shy," featuring someone named the Crucial Star. I fell in love with this immediately. Seriously, like a diamond in the rough type of vibe. I've never heard her before, her music, but she has an incredible voice. This song has this like really sick piano-led instrumental type of R&B. Almost kind of sounds like Jenga by Hayes. So and I love that song as well. So just really any more of that type of R&B I can get from artists, I'll take it. Next we have Is or Izzy.
It's Eyes. It's Eyes. It's the same as Eyes One, just without the one.
So they released a single album entitled Re-Eyes with the lead single Eden, and like it's got this weird blend of just like all these different like genres of rock. Like the intro sounds like a super emo rock band, which I love emo. It's just like that type of like hardcore. Like specifically reminds me of a band called Hawthorne Heights that I mentioned before. It's like the type of guitars that they're using, but then there's other parts that are like J-rock and like hard rock, and then at the end there's like these awesome like power metal vocals, just like high notes and everything. It's like, man, I hope they blow up because this stuff is awesome. They're doing a lot of interesting stuff with just all in one song, and like the song we listened to them or we covered on releases last year was amazing too. So yeah, they really deserve to blow up.
With Day 6 gone, like for who knows how long, I think this is a good replacement. It's much harder, like you said, it's much harder than we usually get with like idol bands, but it's still like poppy enough to get that normal appeal. Like you said, it's just a really cool blend of different styles of rock.
Yeah, I need more Idol screamo. God damn it, we really do. I need an Idol screamo band. Come on, somebody can do it. Cooper says, this song blew my mind. Definitely my favorite band release of 2019 so far. So they might be sneaking their way onto that best band of the year or best band on Truly Daebak Awards.
Yep.
Next, we're on.
Got a lot of those this year, though.
Yeah, a lot of bands actually.
We got another one later on.
Next, we're on to Jenya, also known as Jiyoon, formerly of 4 Minute. Released a mini album entitled The Moment I Love, and I'm covering the song that's called Because I Cannot Decide. This actually isn't the lead single off of the album. The lead single was called like Illusion or something like that. It's like all I remember is the music video was like plus 19 or whatever. I don't know, really weird.
Yeah.
I hate it. I didn't like it a lot. This song I love a lot, way more, just because it's just a Jiyoon vocal showcase, and that's all I want from her songs. Like the other one was just like messing around way too much for my liking. This is all I really need from Jiyoon music. Just nice R&B vocals, good beat, great bass line. That's really all I need from her type of music, just because she has a good voice. So yeah, I don't know. Just I've been hit or miss on what she chooses as singles. Yeah, it's. I feel like I was like this last year, where I liked like a B-side track better than the actual single she put out. I don't know. I guess she's just trying to make more like syllable, like poppier music. But I feel like this type of R&B is really like her bread and butter, and I feel like she should just stick with this.
Yeah, I agree.
Next, we're on to one of my favorite artists, male solo artists, Jooyoung. He released a digital single titled Lost. It was yesterday. I think this dropped like a couple days ago, and it was crazy because both Jooyoung and Cold dropped music at the same time, and I'm just like, this must be my lucky day or something, because those are two of my favorite like male solo artists, or just R&B artists in general. And yeah, this is more of what I love from him. Just super low key song, even for Jooyoung. Just very minimalist, even in sound. Even the visuals are kind of minimalist to some degree. Just like all this like crazy like artsy stuff. Like there's some parts that are actually like it incorporates like stop motion. Like there's the screenshot I have is like this dude's getting covered by like these like satin blankets or whatever, but it moves in stop motion. So he has a really cool visual style, and that and on top of like having a really great voice. So yeah, if you haven't heard of Jooyoung, definitely go check him out. He's under Starship, but he doesn't get as much coverage as the actual like idol groups, but he's excellent.
Yeah.
Next is someone titled Junior Chef. Junior Chef's actually a producer. That's why the listing is here. Korean producer.
Okay.
The digital single is entitled Tsugi, which is a Japanese word, because it features a Japanese rapper named Young Coco. So it's technically not Korean or whatever, but I guess I just wanted to cover it anyway, just because it was on the list of stuff. Yeah, I like this type of like Japanese hip hop. The beat goes in. I mean, it's kind of like a sort of guilty pleasure for me. So I'm probably gonna look into more of this guy's music more. I like his cadence. He kind of sounds like this other famous Japanese rapper named Ko. Like they even mentioned like him like trying to like follow in like Ko's footsteps in the description or whatever. But music video is kind of funny because it's just him just like in random parts of like Osaka. It's like he's in like the Dotonbori neighborhood, just like walking around or whatever. Just like pretty much like your standard like hype like hip hop music video type of thing.
Yeah.
After that, we have Kim Dong-han released a mini album entitled D Hours AM 703 with the lead single called Focus. I wanted to like Kim Dong-han's music a lot more last year, but I had some issues with just like how they wrote melodies for him and everything. Like Good Night Kiss I wanted to like a lot more than I did, but that was my main issues, and they solved all of those immediately with this. This song is excellent. It's got this like really like funky like electro pop vibe to it. Just like there's some parts where they auto-tune his voice a bit and everything. It works so well for him, and it works because he incorporates a lot of like choreography and everything into his music and his performance, and it works so well with this type of song. As a fan of vocal chopping, like there's a part of the chorus where they actually like vocal chop his vocals. So yeah, more of this, please, more of this Kim Dong-han. I love this style from him.
Yeah. This is a really solid EDM track. I really enjoyed it, and the choreography is fantastic. So definitely watch the music video.
Yeah. Despite me having like issues with the songs, like his choreography was always on point. Cooper, who's probably the biggest Kim Dong-han fan of all of us, he says, Kim Dong-han is becoming one of my favorite solo acts in the industry. Focus is for sure for one of my favorite songs and choreographies of the year. Next, we're on to Ladies Code, their first comeback in almost 3 years with the digital single called Feedback. This is the other song that was produced by One Track and Tak. The other one being Superhuman that I mentioned in topic 1.
That makes sense.
They're killing it this year.
Similarities.
Yeah, they are just killing it this year with production because this is incredible. I mean, I've been waiting for a Ladies Code comeback for forever because Galaxy was just incredible song. This is a lot more like upbeat and funky. Definitely very much in the wheelhouse of One Take and Talk. Oh my god, just it's everything I wanted from a Ladies Code comeback. Really like low key, like a really good comeback for them. So I'm happy that they're doing well. Music video is actually really nice. There are some parts where they're sitting there in a movie theater watching like clips of like them as 5 because. For those that don't remember, they lost 2 members in a car accident. Unfortunately, they sort of fell off the map for a bit while they focused on their mental health. They came back with Mystery or Galaxy. The Mystery was the mini album.
Yeah, they had a single like a
Christmas single like
they had
last
like
year.
They had like a remembrance single. It's like I can't remember the name of it. But then their first album release
like
was
proper single. Yeah, they've just been a lot more sporadic. And I mean, like Ashley did her own solo, so it's not like they fell off
Ashley
completely.
did the solo.
Speaking of Ashley,
they had All Smile Even If It Hurts. Was a single they did.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Ashley, man, she's really killing it in this music video. She's probably my bias in Ladies Code, if I had to pick one. But yeah, just a really good, funky title track. Has an awesome bridge. So it's like great vocals as always from Ladies Code.
Yeah, pretty much exactly what you said for my notes. Like just a funky, amazing Ladies Code comeback that I needed and expected. It's what I expected, but I have high expectations for them.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad it met them. Also, Junie's hair is amazing, and she bias wrecked me a ton.
Who is your bias in Ladies Code?
I don't know. I never really picked a bias after.
Yeah, I never got to pick a bias.
Accident.
Yeah, so.
Because like Rise was my bias, so it was hard to like actually pick a bias.
I didn't really look up their music until after the accident, so I didn't have a chance
I
to
followed
pick a
them
bias.
from debut, so I went through all that.
Oh my god. But check out their music.
So,
they do good.
Definitely check out Ladies Code. They don't get nearly as much love as they deserve. Their music's fantastic. I feel like most of our people that listen to us
know who Ladies Code are.
Would realize that and probably know them. But yeah, if you haven't heard Ladies Code, definitely check them out.
Next, we've got someone that's finally breaking free from the YG dungeon. We have Lehigh and her mini album 24 Degrees Celsius, or I don't know what that metric is. We use Fahrenheit here in America. We use freedom temperature.
Yeah, that's like freezing, right?
I don't know.
That's like below freezing.
I forget what 24 degrees. 24 C is actually that's pretty mild.
No, that's like hot.
Yeah, it's really hot.
I don't know. I don't know. We're American. We're dumb Americans.
She's got her lead single "No One" featuring Bi of Icon. Incredible producer Bi. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to check if he had any involvement in the production, but he probably did, knowing Bi.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, this is Lehigh's first single or first release in 3 years, because
I don't know, it's a long time.
Like her last album came out in I'm pretty sure like Breathe was 2016. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, something like that.
So this is definitely a different vibe from her, in all honesty, because she's definitely known for her vocals, like got famous for a ballad. Despite her tackling a reggaeton song, it's not bad. Surprisingly, she works really well with it. So I'm just glad to hear her voice after all this time again. So
yeah, I think I was a little disappointed. like I never really listened to Lehigh too much. But you guys talked her up a lot, and so I was like kind of looking forward to a new release from her. But I really don't like the chorus. It's pretty generic, and like I just expected more. I think, especially from like her features and stuff. Like on her Epic High song, it's just like one of the best songs like on that album.
I mean, if you have a chance to go listen to Soul Light,
yeah,
like her first
well,
album.
I've heard her singles, but yeah, I've never like listened to.
Yeah, just she's probably one of the best vocalists at YG, like in general. Like,
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've heard stuff from her, but I've never like gone out of my way to listen to her albums or anything.
Yeah, she's definitely lost some weight in the past couple of years too. Yeah, I know that was kind of a thing for her. Like she was on K-pop. She was on K-pop Star, which is how she ended up in YG, I believe. Yeah, that was one of the things that her look had issues with. I guess they had issues with her look, or just in general the Korean populace, that she didn't look like an idol. So I don't know. I thought she was fine the whole time. She's cute. She has those chubby cheeks, like a baby or whatever. Cooper also mentioned this song. He says, currently spamming this album on repeat. No One is something I normally wouldn't like, but Lehigh's vocals and B.I.'s voice go so well with the production. Yeah. I think, that's definitely the sort of appeal for this. It's otherwise would be a normal, boring song, but Lehigh really kills their vocals. Next, we're on to Min, who released his debut single entitled Loveholic. So, from what Cooper explained to me, Min is under Play M, and so he's going to be in a boy group under Play M, and so, but some of the members are in 1THE9 right now, so he's just doing a solo debut. No, 1THE9 is an under 19 like temporary group. So basically, they're just like doing stuff with Min until the rest of the members come back and they can actually debut the proper like boy group. So that being said, I love this. If the Play M group is anything like what this sounds like, the song sounds like, I'm all in. Incredible like funky sound. So yeah, I was all over it like the second I started listening to it. So Cooper, definitely was really big on it too. He mentioned a lot of the same details. He said it's one of his favorite top 10 songs of 2019. Wow. I didn't expect him to like it that much.
Yeah.
Next. Oh, wait. Did it skip something?
Cooper. No. What? Is there not a slide missing or something?
Yeah, I think I skipped the slide by accident. Well, we're going to talk about it anyway. Next should be it's a very important slide too. I don't know how I missed it.
Yes, it is. Cooper's comment embodies my thoughts, so that's all you need to know. So,
the next song is Lim Kim with a digital single entitled Salki or Salkai. I don't know what it's called.
I'll look up the Korean.
Salki.
While you talk about it.
So, for those that don't...
There's no Korean, so yeah, who knows?
Those that don't know who Lim Kim is, she is one of my favorite female vocalists in K-pop.
She's a vocalist?
Yeah, she is a vocalist, yes, if you have it. She was in a duo called like Togo World or something like that. She hails from my neck of the woods, New Jersey. She grew up here. So I loved everything about her music. This is her first comeback in like 3 years. She literally fell off the face of the earth. I thought she was like hiding somewhere in New Jersey or something, because she literally had like no social media, no nothing, no way to keep track of her. And then she just randomly pops up out of nowhere with this song, Salki. And wow, what is this?
What are your thoughts?
What in the world is this? So she's very much known for vocals, does a lot of like R&B type of almost like electronic type of songs, just like really like great singing voice. And this song is just like I'm physically pained listening to like having to explain this. I was
surprised this wasn't marked in red.
I should be marked in red, I guess. It's just I guess I'm just more shocked at what the song ended up being. Oh, yeah. It's like this super industrial sounding, like crazy off the wall, like avant-garde song. She's not even singing on this. She's just like randomly talking and just like kind of rapping.
It's so weird.
I mean, I don't hate this type of music in all honesty. It's just
not
really?
what you wanted.
Like, again, it kind of feels like a waste considering how good Lim Kim's voice is, or her vocals are. It kind of feels like she's like chasing a trend almost in a way, because like this type of music's like definitely popular. Like when you get like stuff like Billie Eilish or I don't know, like freaking Death Grips or whatever, just like super popular stuff, like super off the wall experimental stuff like this. So that's what she's probably drawing inspiration from. But I mean, it really does feel like a waste with how good of a singer she is. Like part of me is still in disbelief, thinking, okay, this is like a work. Like in the wrestling business, this is what they call a work, when like you think it's like fake, or like somebody's just like fucking with you or whatever. Just like it's part of a story.
Yeah.
But from her interview, she seems 100% serious about putting stuff like this. I mean, we went from amazing Lim Kim vocals and just like the raspiness of her singing voice to her singing like singing at the end of the song. I'm just like, why? This is like, this is like we've been talking of Lim Kim all these years, and just for this to come out is just, I'm heartbroken right now. I'm so heartbroken. I mean, what were your thoughts?
I mean, basically, well, so this was like Lehigh, like situation where you guys talked up Lim Kim a lot, and I never really listened to her. And then so I was like, oh, this would be interesting, like hearing what everyone's talking about. And then this happened, and I was like, okay, I'm done. This is something this hurts to listen to, and
it's
I'm not enjoying it at all.
Yeah,
so
it's annoying,
I'm just gonna not listen to it. And then Cooper's notes perfectly portray.
Cooper literally just said, "Ma'am, what?" Like you really don't know. I really don't know where this came from. But I mean, we'll see if she keeps doing this type of music, or if she's gonna like go back into like more R&B stuff. I hope not, but it seems like she will. Next, we're on to, oh god, I have no idea how to pronounce this, because the Korean name is different than the English name. Oh no, it's Lovelies.
You skipped Lovelies.
Yeah, I skipped Lovelies. Anyway.
Because of the slide or whatever.
Yeah, next. Okay, so Lovelies released their mini album entitled Once Upon a Time. Title track is called Beautiful Days, or it's also called When We Were Us.
When We Were Us.
I don't know, just this song is just kind of like a microcosm of what frustrates me about Lovelies, just because the instrumentals, when they're not singing, are just so hype. But when they are singing, they're just so basic. It kind of like, why can't like the sort of like interludes between like the verses and chorus be the entire song? Because like this is really cool. Because Lovelies has all this like really cool chiptunes, like synth type of stuff, but they cut back on it so much during the verses and the chorus that it just makes the song too boring for me. It really is just frustrating, because I want to like more of their music, but it just ends up being really too basic.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, but I just love their voices so much. So
yeah, they have good voices
okay
too.
But the singing, focusing on the singing when they're singing, and focusing on the instrumentals when they're not. But yeah, it's a lovely song. Like you said, if you're not a fan of Lovely's music, you're not gonna like this song, and if you are a fan of Lovely's music, you're gonna like this song. It's not gonna change anyone's mind. They're very much like G-Friend.
They're stuck in their ways.
Well, they've got an established fan base and do well enough that they don't need to change, basically. Like they don't need to try something different, because if it doesn't bring in fans, it'll scare fans away. So like it's just not worth the risk, where they have enough fans that they can just keep doing their thing and make enough money that it's worth it.
Yeah, Cooper literally just says it's a lovely song. I'm about it.
Yep, Cooper's a Lovely's fan like me.
Next, we've got Luli Lila, but the Korean is literally something else. I'll leave you the
Iluli.
Iluli. Yeah, so I don't know how that anyway translates. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be pronounced like the Korean, but she released a digital single entitled Dive, and this is one of those like super underground artists that I just randomly find on these lists. Yeah, so I love this. I like her voice. It has a really cool like electronic like indie vibe to it. So Love the song entirely.
Yeah, it was the same. Like, it just got that like 80s instrumentals, but like super soft vocals. I thought it was really good.
Speaking of people that come back from the dead, or just come back from out of
where's
nowhere.
Jacob?
Yeah, where's Jacob for this topic? We have Male with her debut digital single entitled DM. So, if you've never heard of Male, it's because 1, she's debuting, and 2, she was formerly known as Yujin from a little girl group called The Ark. So, like, pretty much all the members of The Ark, other than Yujin, I'm very familiar with, because I know like Minju, I know Yuna Kim.
Yeah,
I know Jane, I know Suji. Like, those are the only 4 members I knew, and then Jacob would always mention that there'd be someone named Yujin, and I'm just like, oh, I don't really know who that is. And now I do. And it's just so funny to see her. She came from literally like the most badass girl group on the face of the planet, and now she's doing like this really
standard cute acoustic
this like really
song.
This really cutesy music. I mean, she has a nice voice. It's so funny to see her just go from The Ark to this.
What the Ark was very like dance focused, and but their vocals were good. So
I wonder what compelled her to have like the stage name as opposed to just using Yujin. Because I mean, you'd think that
there's
she'd
so
want
many Yujins
I guess
around,
it's just
though.
Maybe she could have just used her full name or something. But I mean, you think because it makes it harder for people to follow her. Because again, like if I didn't look up that she was from the Ark, like you wouldn't know just seeing Male. Like the name,
exactly.
It's gonna be hard for fans to find her, I guess, or unless they're just been following her this whole time. So, I don't know. It's just an interesting choice to take on a stage name nowadays, or just now after being famous for her real name, or just being known as Yujin. Next, we have Mechi from. I put Wuju Sonyo / Rocket Girls, but at this point, I might as well not even bother. I really shouldn't bother at this point.
Yeah, I really don't know because we never got like news. Like I'm pretty sure their contracts were supposed to be up in March, but like
nothing came of it.
We never heard if they renewed or not. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's weird. But then there's like a concert where there's a Yehua concert. I don't know if it happened or if it's happening that Uju Sonyo is going to be at and Cheng Zhao is going to be at, but Mechi and Zhang aren't, even though it's a Yehua concert.
I guess because Cheng Zhao's only doing drama. She's not in a group like Mechi and Zhang.
But she's going to that concert, but she's not going to be part of Uju Sonyo.
Wait, what? She's doing like her own thing?
I don't know what she's... Or maybe she... I don't know. It's really weird. It was really confusing because it came out that basically everyone assumed C-Line was going to be there because Cheng Zhao was confirmed to be there, and that Uju Sonyo was confirmed to be there. But then later on, it confirmed that they weren't going to be performing together.
That's so dumb. Then
it came out that the two from Rocket Girls aren't even going to be at the concert. It's like it's a Yehua concert. They're part of Yehua, but they're not going to be at the concert. And their K-pop group that they're part of, or not really, is going to be there, but they're not going to perform with that. It's just so confusing.
I don't know. Yue is just outside of like Everglow. Yehua is just a mess. Anyway, on to Mechi's actual song called Jung, which I think is her solo debut in China. This was choreographed by Hyojin Choi of 1 Million. She shows up in the music video as well. Pretty much after seeing this, I'm 100% convinced she's never coming back to Korea. She's gonna blow up on her own.
She's huge in China.
Yeah, at this point, she doesn't even need Rocket Girls, in all honesty, to be famous.
No,
she's gonna be huge just on her own. I actually like the song. Just in liking it, it kind of makes me annoyed that we never got to see something like this from Uju Sonyo, or we never got to see something like this from Mechi just in Korea. Like, it took her going to China to just get sort of the attention that she deserves, because she's really good at dancing, pretty good at like performing and everything. I wish we got to see this concept in Korea, but I mean, she's never coming back.
No, I think the song's decent. The song itself's nothing crazy, but the choreography and the music video are fantastic.
I'm surprised,
and like the song's good.
It's tropical.
Honestly,
it's like a Moombahton type song. So
yeah,
I thought you liked it.
I do like it. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It's weird because my expectations are low because C-pop songs usually aren't very good. So like it was good in comparison to other C-pop songs, but like once you compare it to like K-pop songs, it's whatever. But I still like it. It's just it didn't blow me away or anything. But the choreography and music video are really good.
Cooper mentioned the song as well. He said it's a really solid solo release. The choreo and MV are amazing. It's sold like hotcakes, which makes me happy. She deserves all this success and love. Yeah, she's at this point. Yeah, she has no reason to go back into Korea and just struggle being recognized as part of a freaking 13-member group when she's a star in her own right in China. So
yeah, exactly.
Next we have Namu Hyun from Infinite. Released a mini album titled The New Journey. Lead single is titled Hold On Me featuring Junaflow.
Yeah, I marked this. I really love the instrumentals. I think that there's like a nice mix of different styles of guitar. And then there's like a really chugging beat. And I really like how Junaflow's like rap contrasts with Woo Hyun's singing. Overall, I thought it was really good. I'm a huge Infinite fan, so not surprising, but...
And closing out this section of releases, we have One Us with their mini album Raise Us. Title track is entitled Twilight. This is another song where it's kind of like some parts are like some parts I wish were better in that there's this like really cool like kind of like dance break that has like a future bass drop to it. I wish that they kind of incorporated more into it, but it still has a really cool choreography and a really cool visual aesthetic. So they didn't like. I think is this the same place that Dreamcatcher filmed Fly High? It seems like it's the same place.
It looks similar, yeah.
Yeah, like the front of that building looks the same, so it might be. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just I wish they would incorporate more future bass.
Yep. Stream Valkyrie, Stream Twilight, Stream Bing Bing.
That's what Cooper
basically
said.
To stream One Us. There's a group of us in Discord that are obsessed with One Us. So because we basically just spammed Stream Valkyrie over and over again, me and Baron mostly, after their debut. This is their second song, and I love it just as much. I think I like Valkyrie a little bit more, but I like this song a lot too. And then I haven't listened to the mini album. The first mini album was really good, but Cooper and Baron keep saying Stream Bing Bing now, which I assume is a track from the album.
Yeah, so Stream Bing Bing.
Yep, that's Cooper's notes. Okay, that is it for topic 3, and we will move on to topic 4, which is favorite songs of May 2019, part 3.
So, starting this part off, we're on to the other group of the One Us One We combo. With One We, we're covering 2 songs from them off their debut single album, 1/4, though one of them says 1/5, but it should be 1/4. First song we'll cover is called Reminisce About All. So, Nate.
Yeah, I thought this was a really amazing ballad. This is the first song they put out, or like the first music video they put out. So it was interesting, like a weird choice to showcase a idol band with a ballad that's pretty much vocal and piano until the very end. But the vocals are so good, and like I said, I'm a really big fan of One Us, so I was excited to see what their like brother group would do. And overall, yeah, I thought it was great.
So yeah, if you're not familiar, One Us is the idol group. One We is a band formerly known as MAS 0094 or MAS in their later years. They decided to just they pulled a Dreamcatcher, I guess, in terms of just concept, or just relaunching the name of the group, just because that's confusing as all hell.
Yeah.
Cooper says, "This is my favorite ballad of 2019, full stop. The vocals on this main vocalist guy are insane." Yeah, definitely some good vocals. Oh, so I sort of put it twice. Anyway, we're on to the next song, entitled Ring on My Ears. This is the one I wanted to talk about. It's more of a actual band song.
Yeah, the other 2 songs they put music videos out are more like actual rock songs.
Yeah, I actually like how this song came out, just in terms of like instrumentals, but the softness of the vocals that they had in like the ballad kind of work against them in this case, just because it kind of gets overshadowed by how hard the instrumentals are going, so you can kind of barely hear the singing. So yeah, if they just brought up like the intensity or like the loudness of their vocals, it probably match the singing or like the instrumentals better. But I mean, it's still a pretty good song. So yeah. pretty good. Pretty good debut from them.
Yeah, I didn't mark the third song that they put out a music video for, but I probably should have. It's basically rap rock, so like,
wow, it was funny to hear that. They got a ballad,
yeah,
they got like
a
hard rock song, they got rap rock.
Yeah, like the other one's like much more rap focused, so it was cool to hear like a more rap rock song.
Yep.
Yeah, it shows they have different talents, so it's cool to hear.
Next, we have only one of in their debut mini album, Dot Point Jump. This is I think this wasn't the lead single. This was like a fan single entitled Savannah.
Yeah, everyone said that the main song wasn't very good, but everyone said that this song was better.
Savannah's way better than the other song. All I have to say is this is like the greatest hook or like the greatest like English lyric in the history of English lyrics. They literally like the hook of the song, or like before it goes into the drop, it's literally say, "I don't give a shit what they think about us." Incredible. So apparently they're known as Luna's cousin, or like they're like Luna's like boy group cousin, because they share a creative director.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's this Jin Jong's like.
Yeah.
Is it
boy group Jin Jong?
His new group or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you could definitely tell with like the music video style and everything. So, but I like this song a lot. Just like really chill type of music. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna blow up like a Luna would, but I mean, I definitely see the resemblance in some ways. Cooper says, pretty low budget debut, but he really digs the sound of Savannah.
Okay, they're from Haewon, from IZ*ONE's.
Yeah, they're under 80 Creative has like a bunch of like sub labels, so they're under one of those. So
okay.
Next we have Overhead with their digital single Moonlight. So the intro, or like the beginning of this music video, was just like this drama like section, and I thought it was just gonna be a emotional ballad song.
Ballad or whatever.
I was gonna skip it, and then out of nowhere, it just goes into this straight up like punk rock song. It's a punk rock music video. There's literally just like skating and all this sort of shit going on. I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was
happened?
really confusing.
Yeah, I was really confused as to what happened, what the beginning had to do with it. But I mean, I love punk rock and like skate music videos, so yeah, this is like a nice find.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Park Hyo-shin releasing the digital single entitled Goodbye. This guy is a monster on the Korean real-time charts. He got, I think by 9 p.m. of like the day that the song released, he got an all kill on like 8 charts. So
okay, yeah.
This song did incredible. And no wonder why. He has a really good voice, so it wasn't a really boring ballad at all for me. Just his voice accompanied with like this really emotional like string instrumental just really made the song. So
yeah,
I should check out more of his stuff.
Yeah, I've heard his name, but I don't really know too much about him.
Yeah, because we don't really cover ballad artists still too much, but yeah, we should look him up.
There's so many of them.
Next, we have Rocket Girl.
Here we go.
With the song, or mini album and title track, both entitled Little Cat. So, Cooper just randomly posted this video one time in our Discord, and it seems to be this 2-member female band group thing, just singing about cats. The drummer's a cat. Just really enjoyable, innocent song. I like it.
It's ridiculous. You're gonna. I think this'll. If anyone listened to our stories from Japan, this will make sense, but it just gave me like Vietnam flashbacks to the Maid Cafe. I was like, this just reminds me so much of the Maid Cafe, and it's terrifying.
Oh, this song would be perfect for a Maid Cafe.
So uncomfortable. No. It's like, what is going on? I'm scared. It's
they're
so
adorable.
weird.
And we need
so
more.
weird.
We need more girl bands. So I'm gonna.
I mean, I'm
support them.
okay. Yeah, I agree that we need more girl bands, but it's like
Because Marmelo's
so
kind of dead.
weird.
So.
Oh yeah, Marmelo's doesn't exist anymore. It's just why did they have to go with the weird cat girl?
There's
thing?
nothing wrong with cats or girls.
I
Maybe
mean,
cat girls,
at least
but-
they had an actual cat in the music video.
Yeah, they had
so
an
that,
actual
that,
cat.
That
Yeah.
added to the music video a lot because that cat was adorable.
So next we have Rothy with her mini album Call of Rothy. The single is titled B in all caps. So like I've heard her name before, but she's mostly just been associated with like a lot of like ballad songs or just like mostly like other types of vocals. This is definitely a different sound for her, at least from compared to what I've listened to before, because she goes all in on this like trap influenced R&B song. Like she just even does some choreography and stuff in it too. So it was kind of a surprise for me, in a way. So yeah, just really well done. I need to look up even more of her music, or I hope she does more of this type of music for me.
Yeah, she doesn't have too much, but I really, really liked her debut. And yeah, like, or her first mini album. But yeah, just overall, I think you should listen to her. I think she has what it takes to be like a big female soloist. She just kind of needs that luck element to get big. But she definitely has the ability to do a bunch of different styles. And I think she's kind of exploring that. Because yeah, her first mini album from last year I listened to all the time. I know the single is like a kind of tropical housey, so I don't think you liked it too much.
Yeah, probably that's why.
But overall, I loved all of her stuff. The album's really good, so I'm excited to check this album out. I haven't yet. I
mean, it's decently well. I mean, it's got a little under 600,000 views. So I mean, she's definitely got some type of following. So, and that's probably all Koreans because international fans are gonna look for this stuff. So, yeah,
exactly.
Hopefully, she does well. Next, we're on to 17 with their Japanese single album and title track entitled "Happy Ending." I've been on a big 17 kick all year, so this is a lot more of what I expected from them. Definitely very much in line with the stuff they put out on You Made My Dawn. Choreo's great, just really good sound from them. Japanese pronunciation's all right, but yeah, it's a lot more what I've expected from 17. Cooper thought it was kind of generic song. He liked Call 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 better, which was one of their earlier Japanese singles, but he still thinks that Happy Ending is a solid song. Next, we're on to the Volunteers with their digital single entitled Radio. If you don't know, the Volunteers are the band project that Baek Yerin's part of. She's the lead singer and one of the like rhythm guitarists. It basically is just Baek Yerin just doing music with another like already established band. So that's just sort of the explanation. We covered them last year, towards the tail end of last year. But I'm just glad that she's still doing music with the Volunteers, despite having just released an album with JYP.
Solo.
Yeah, I'm glad she's still focusing on this because I love her music with the Volunteers. Like, she's doing this like really cool like grunge type of vibe with the song, especially. It kind of reminds me of like Foo Fighters in some ways, so I'm sure Jacob would love this song. Love the whole like vibe of this song. Love the visuals. Their bassist is playing a Hofner, like Paul McCartney's signature bass. So there's a lot to like about this. I really love the Volunteers. I wish they put their music on like streaming services because you only really can hear it on like SoundCloud or YouTube. So.
Oh, okay.
Next we have, is this Tracing? I've never know how to pronounce this group.
I think it's Tracing. Yes, let me look it up. But
it's like Bevendit. It's Tracing.
Yeah, exactly. It's Tracing.
It's like we can't.
It's got to be Tracing.
We're running out of names, so why don't we take entire letters out of words?
Yeah, just take out vowels. That always makes things cooler.
Tracing with their pre-release single Paradise.
Oh my god, no!
What is it called?
Well, TRCNG.
That's Tracing.
No, it's TRCNG. It's an acronym for Teen Rising Champion in a New Generation.
Christ almighty, what?
It's so good. It's okay. They're from Total Shit Entertainment, so what do you expect?
Oh.
TS.
Okay, so
God,
Cooper. So yeah, Cooper wanted to talk about this one. He says they're back after like 16 months. Their last release was Wolf Baby, which I did not like or as much, but Cooper thought it was good. This is not what I expecting as the first comeback, but this is completely his style. This is all right.
God, that name is so bad, though.
Yeah, that name. They need to work on that. Next, we're on to more animal songs with TXT. They released their digital single Cat and Dog.
Horrible song.
English version, aka the best song in the history of mankind. Now in English, and you know they're doing this at KCON. You know it's going to be so hyped.
I'm not excited.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I'm excited to see
KCON.
TXT. I really like their other music, but this song I do not.
Anyway.
I think it'll be better live because this type of song is like just that hype
Super
song.
hype,
like it's made to be seen live, but like I never want to listen to this like just when I'm listening to music.
Oh, I love listening to this song.
Yeah, but you like this song.
Cooper says really did not need to know what they were saying, and I still mostly don't because it still sounds like complete gibberish. Yeah, this is the English version, but yeah, you can't really tell. Well, mostly just because the autotune's pretty heavy, so you can't really tell anyways, but I still love this song. I'm glad they're doing they're doing an English version because they toured just like last month or so.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're coming back for KCON, so they're definitely trying to build that American fan base, much in the same way that BTS did.
Yeah.
Next is our favorite group of all time, Walwari, with their digital single, Oppa is Cheating on Me. And how can I describe this song? It's like if I'm So Hot by Momoland was actually a good song. That's the only way I can describe it.
It's very Momoland.
Yeah, it's just like Momoland, but good. In terms of music. I mean,
that's just Walwari.
Yeah, that really is just Walwari at this point. Like, you know what you're getting out of Walwari. I mean, they have a decent following. They have almost 10,000 views. I mean, someone's watching them.
No,
Not
yeah,
just us.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just happy that they actually have a budget now, because like the music video has all these special effects, and they have like a Samsung phone and everything, which means they might maybe they have a sponsorship or whatever. I'm just like, Walwari's really getting like they're really getting up there, so I'm happy for them.
Yeah. My favorite fact about this song, though, is the fact that Cooper pointed out that they replaced one of the girls and no one would ever notice.
What? Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Exactly.
No.
I would have never noticed if he didn't say that, but apparently he found out from like comments or something that they replaced one of the girls and no one would have known ever.
No. Why did she leave? Wait, do I have to put her on the RIP list, or was that last year or something?
Yeah. No, this was like for this comeback, because I think this is their second comeback this year, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
no,
apparently,
this is their first comeback this year. The last year we covered their song that we really enjoyed.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently, apparently 2 girls have left Walwari by now.
So the only like mainstay is Mr. Boombox.
Yeah, well, I mean that's
Mr. Boombox is Walwari.
On Mr. Boombox.
Yeah, he is Walwari.
Like you're not focusing on the 2 random girls that could barely sing. So yeah.
Stan Walwari.
It's true.
Next, we're on to We in the Zone with their debut mini album called We in the Zone. Title track is titled Let's Get Loud. Cooper said, I discovered them at the beginning of this year when they were in pre-debut. Their pre-debut tracks are better than this actual debut song, but I'm really looking forward to this group. After that, we have
Song of the Year 2019.
We have Weki Meki with Lock and Lull, single album, and the title track is called Picky Picky. Oh my god, you bought both versions.
Of course, because it's IOI branch. I buy every I have 3 versions of Uju Sonyo coming in the mail.
Oh my god. Anyway,
don't want it.
This song's kind of one of those things where it's like I like some parts and I don't like some parts. I feel like that's kind of in my motif with this year. It's one of
those things where Andrew is just wrong.
No, like I wish the verses were as enjoyable as the actual chorus was, because the I'm so picky 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 part is just stuck in my head for friggin' however many weeks. But I mean, I don't know. I just kind of want to skip the verses and get to the chorus whenever I listen to this
Really?
song. In all
I love the
honesty,
verses.
I don't know. I don't
There's
like.
just-
It's just the melody that they have in the verses just isn't appealing at all, and I don't know. It's just kind of messy in that part. But again, I really love I'm really conflicted when listening to this because this chorus is just probably one of the best I've heard all year. It's just, I don't know. I wish I liked it more. Also, why does Say always get weird ass haircuts? Like, why can't Say just have a normal hair color for once?
Say looks fine. What are you talking about?
It still looks weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just her
I think
face,
Say
or maybe
looks
it's just
fine.
like the way that her hair contours her face. But they can never get it right for whatever reason. Okay, Nate.
But I don't know what you're talking about. The verses with the wub wubby bass, and I don't know. Just there's so much sass in this song throughout the whole song. I love it.
I mean,
Everything
that's
about it.
Weki Meki's calling card, even since like I don't like your girlfriend. So
Yeah, exactly. But they just kill it in the song. Just like Say's like hate it part and just everything about it. And then the chorus is like the catchiest thing we've heard in a long time, and the choreography is amazing. And the styling's amazing, and just everything about it is utterly amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite songs of the year.
and it seems to be doing well.
It's my most listened to song of the year easily.
Already?
Like,
Christ,
I have
that's like me with
repeated
Fancy
this
then.
song so much. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's doing
it's
well.
amazing.
It's 3.5 million on the Weki Meki channel, and
Yeah, I think the sales aren't great though, but
that's always the case though. They do well on YouTube, but nobody wants to buy it. So I should probably buy this.
exactly.
I should probably buy this. Good, tell Jacob to buy it.
Versions.
Cooper, he says, what is there to say? It's one of the catchiest K-pop songs of this year, and Lucy got lines.
Yeah, that's the other thing I didn't talk about. They actually like. That's the one thing like Weki Meki does really well. I feel like is
Everyone gets
it
pretty
seemed at
decent
first that
lines nowadays.
well, it seemed at first that they're like
It was
their
just
line distribution wasn't very good. But the thing is, like within a song, it's not always great. But they've been doing a really good job every
Album?
like new single giving different people more like focus. So like
Okay.
the line distribution over all of their singles is really good.
So yeah, I hope their sales pick up because we might not get more Weki Meki, unfortunately. And if they might go the way of Pristin with how these
God,
IY
no.
branches are going, unfortunately. Hopefully not, but because I still want more good music from them. So next we have Wildberry with her digital single Okay. So this is just this kind of like really chill, like minimalist PB R&B stuff that I love listening to. I actually looked up more of her music as well. That's on Spotify. So just really love the sound of her voice. Just really fits well with this type of genre.
Mhm.
Kind of reminds you of like Cherry Coke or like some type of like really chill like Neon Bunny type stuff. So if you're into those artists, definitely check Wildberry out.
Yeah.
Next, we're on to Zoom In from EXO with his SM Station single entitled You. So I believe this was released like the same week that he enlisted in the military. So this is going to be the last we're hearing from Zoom In until he's out of the military. He has a wonderful voice, and I'm really gonna miss him. If like, because there's a rumored EXO comeback sometime this year, and I feel like I'm kind of worried because I feel like you're really gonna miss his vocals. Say, because like he's one of the main vocalists of EXO, and just considering like having a comeback without him just feels weird, unless they recorded it without him or something like that. But even that would, I don't know. I just feel like EXO just do the military thing and just come back as a complete group because it feels like even like missing just like Zoomin would
Yeah,
kinda, like, bring
and
the
now
song
we got
down.
like Dio's basically done.
Yeah, Dio's gone next month. He's enlisting in July. So
Yeah.
I feel like EXO just come back like as a whole before and not just do it like with partial members in all honesty. But yeah, I'm gonna miss Jumin. This is a pretty good ballad song, so hopefully we'll see him again soon. After that, we're on to Yerin Beck or Beck Yerin, off of the 18.
Yeah, I refuse to call her Yerin.
Yeah, she's Beck Yerin to me.
Sounds so wrong.
Well, because she spent time in America, which is why she goes by Beck Yerin. Or Yerin Beck, which is why she goes by Yerin Beck, because Beck is her last name. So I'm just used to calling her Beck Yerin. So this is off the 18-2 OST Part 1. It's titled "Lean on Me." So we usually don't cover OST songs, but I just wanted to cover this because this is Baekhyun. I have no idea what this drama's about or whatever, but I really like this song. Just it sounds like it would be right at home, off of the Our Love Is Great mini album that we covered earlier in the year. Just more of Baekhyun and just really good vocals and everything. So hopefully she gets more exposure just being on a drama OST like this. Next we have Taeyeon and Yoon Jung Shin. Yoon Jung Shin's monthly melody project single titled "A Train to Chuncheon." So I have no idea where Chuncheon is. I'm guessing I'm guessing it's somewhere in Korea. But
yeah.
So this is
pretty safe bet.
So this is Taeyeon doing a vocal cover of a song, like an older song. Which I think a lot of Yoon Jung Shin's features do that, just do recreations of older songs, and this is straight up Yoon Jung Shin city pop, and with the Taeyeon vocals on it, this might be a top 10 song of the year for me in all honesty.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Because you know how much
I love
it
got announced, we're like, well, this is Andrew's thing.
Yeah, this is so very much if you're into city pop feature funk and if you love Taeyeon vocals, this is just a dream come true for me, especially because Taeyeon, her voice just works so well with this type of song. I love it so much. I'm really Yoon Jung Shin is just incredible in terms of in terms of So I'm guessing it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere because the music video just showed them on a train.
Yeah,
and
it's
up
in the mountains.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Northeast.
Yeah, sadly Taeyeon doesn't show up in the music video. It's just these random people going on a trip and they're on a train. There's 2 music videos for it. There's one with live action people and they're the way they're doing it is they're reliving their clips on Google Drive or something like that. And then it's really on Instagram and really old school film type of grain look to it. The other one's an animated music video, kind of like what Yoon Jung Shin normally does. So you have your choice. But awesome song. If you haven't listened to Yoon Jung Shin's Melody Monthly project singles, now's your chance to get into it, especially because of Taeyeon. So I can't endorse this song any more than I already have. It's incredible.
Yeah, two of the first 3 images for Chuncheon on Google are of a cow.
So it's probably a random it's probably in the middle
it's a capital city of that province.
Oh wow.
But it's just that out in the middle of nowhere.
It's
in the
out in the
mountains.
boonies, I guess. So makes sense if you're going on a train somewhere, just go in the middle of nowhere. And closing out our favorite K-pop songs of May 2019
with our favorite K-pop group.
Yep. We have Taeyeon and Yuna back to back. Yuna from Soshi, special mini album entitled "A Walk to Remember," and the lead single is entitled "Summer Night."
Yep. So yeah, it's if you've heard Yuna's other singles, which they are all on the album, they're pretty much all ballads. And this single is not an exception, but Yuna does a really good job with these cute ballads. You don't think of she was more of a dance focus than the visual member of SNSD. Yeah. So you don't think of her as a vocalist.
Yuna is the visual of SNSD.
Yeah, exactly. She was the face of SNSD. And she was part of Dance Line. So you don't really think of it, but all of SNSD can hold their own in vocals.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This proves it. So yeah, if you really just really chill, I think Aiden said he put it on his sleepy playlist or whatever.
She is. Yeah, Yuna's voice is sleepy time material. Definitely.
Yeah, so if you just want a really nice, chill, soft ballad, just really good quality one, check out Yuna's album. Just the album as a whole.
Yeah, because this album was had 2 new songs on it, and then had a re-release of her station song and some other various singles that she's released.
Some of her other solos.
I still like the other singles that she released earlier, but I mean this isn't bad. Cooper says, "Cute album, not really my style, but I can see myself putting this on to multitask." Yep. Yeah, Yuna has a really soft spoken voice, works really well with these type of ballads tracks. So if you're into that
also
sort of
the
thing,
music
definitely
video
check her out.
has a puppy and a multi-ethnic mariachi band.
Yeah.
So
I was just like, what the hell is going on in this music video? I mean, the puppy is okay, but the mariachi band just came out of nowhere for me. It had kind of like nothing to do with the song at all. So
it's just you just chilling like in a summer vacation house, like by a pool and stuff. So,
and that'll do it for favorite K-pop songs of May 2019. We have the playlist of all the songs in the description below. What was your favorite? Was there any we missed? Do you hate what's her name? What was that song again?
Grow B, let it.
Grow B, let it. As
let
much
it
as we
fail
do.
Horribly. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
As much as I don't want that to say.
But I mean, like,
don't
go
want
back to the
say
drawing
that about
board.
new groups. It feels
Please.
bad because there's already enough.
I will make Star their vocal training. I swear, for the love of God, please.
Yeah, exactly. We're not saying it to hate on the group where it's just the production was so bad. They need vocal training and they need a new production company that
please
won't just steal your money and do nothing.
Thankfully, that was the only really bad song of the month. But I mean, there's a lot of good stuff.
And Lim Kim, but that's bad for a different reason. Just because it's like what is going on.
Yeah, I have no idea. But let us know what your favorites are. Let us know what we missed in the comments, and I guess that'll do it.
Yep. So that's it for episode 123 of the DaebakCast. Like I said at the beginning, if you enjoyed the show, subscribe to us on YouTube, like the video, comment, like your favorites, click that little notification bell thing, review us on iTunes, follow us on Spotify, and all of the other jazz. Follow us on Twitter, and of course, join our Discord where you can hang out with us in the Mucho Lit area that it is, and do fun things like song ratings and read The Hobbit with us.
I'm not doing that. You kidding me?
Yeah, Andrew's
Andrew's
too busy talking about anime to.
We're gonna do Anime Club, which is gonna be 100 times better. We're gonna watch we're gonna make everyone watch Evangelion.
God, I have to dig out that really expensive DVD box set.
It drops on Netflix in like 2 weeks, so.
Oh yeah, but why is that DVD box set so expensive?
Because they literally Evangelion never got a Blu-ray release. Or no, it got a Blu-ray release, but only in Japan, and it's never. And the production, it went out of print because the production company that licensed Evangelion went out of business. ADV, they went out of business in like the 2000s, like early 2000s. It's been out of print for close to 15 years. I feel like so.
That's
why.
But now it's coming out on Netflix, so
it's not.
It might still keep its value because
physical copy. Yeah,
people want physical copies.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think we'll ever get a Blu-ray release unless Netflix decides to work with a company. But I mean, they're gonna have Evangelion like the series. They're gonna have Death and Birth, and then they're gonna have End of Evangelion, so you can see the whole thing.
Yeah, I never watched End.
Oh, End of Evangelion's a fucking acid trip of a movie.
Well, I mean that's the whole series.
I mean that's Anno in general, but I mean that's why you love Anno.
What was the thing that they did like the 0.11, 1.11, 2.22 or whatever?
Oh, that's Rebuild of Evangelion, where they basically Anno was like, I was really weird with the things, so, like the original series. So let's make it try to be more like coherent. But then at the 3.33 is just like batshit insane.
Just as messed up.
The story's completely different. So
that's what I never watched. That's what I meant.
I mean, you can watch the Rebuild is way easier to get because it's licensed by Funimation, so you can watch it. Anyway, join our anime club if you want to watch that thing.
The anime club that doesn't exist yet.
It will exist once Evangelion drops. So I'm excited for that. In terms of programming, I mean, again, we have a Produce Cast coming in a couple of weeks. So
a week after this comes out.
After this drops out. So hopefully, we'll try to get to that as soon as we can with recording. Jacob might be on next week when we'll be covering Cold. I don't know what else we'll be doing in terms of album reviews, but look forward to that. Nothing really in terms of events other than just waiting for KCON to come around, which KCON's in like a month now, so gotta figure out all that stuff.
Today I fly out, I think. Or no, it's the 5th, never mind.
Yeah.
So a month from this week.
Yep, definitely. We're going to be at KCON New York. If you want to say hi, please say hi. We won't have any panels or anything, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely.
We'll have a posse with us.
Yeah, we'll just go around with a bunch of
up with
Discord people.
Discord people. So there's at
friends.
least 5 of them.
Hanging out with famous people. NBD.
Evie, Egg, Sam, Dylan, and Baron. So
yep,
good chunk, good group.
Yeah. So please come say hi if you ever see us. I don't bite. I promise.
Yep.
Baron might. So he's a snake.
Yeah, that's true. He is a snake, so he might bite. Okay, so yeah, that's it for episode 123. Thank you and goodbye.
Stay mariachi.
Throbbingly mariachi. Doesn't make sense at all.
I wish I had like maracas or something, but
yeah, it would have been better. If Sai signs them and recreates Pristine, I will invest in his company, and then I will find a way. I don't know if it's publicly traded, but I will find a way to invest in Sai's company, and then eventually I just need to become the majority shareholder, and I turn it into IY Entertainment, because he already starts it for me.